Jordan Tower with JTNEWS. Well, today we got Lil Yachty and Anderson.Paak. Now, if you don't know who Anderson.Paak is, he's signed to Dr. Dre, and I recommend you check out his Malibu album and Venice. And I really like the song Come Down. And he's also on Mac Miller's new single, which is really dope. Go check that one out. But anyways, we got Lil Yachty, and he's still going through all this stuff where people, where people are holding him to a higher regard. I mean, the guy just makes good music for the youth, okay? Now, if you're 30 and above, it might not be your taste because it's more of a swag type of rap, and it's not very lyrical. And think about it, guys. The guy's like 18, 19 years old. He didn't grow up during, the Pac era and, Nas and everything. So he grows up in a different kind of hip hop. So he's continually defending himself because he's not taking a politically correct response in music. Like, just because you make music doesn't mean you have to pay tribute to all the people beforehand. Now, guys, the way I feel, I respect the history of music, hip hop and rap, but that doesn't mean everyone has to. It's your choice to. I know my history with music. Like I love music, but Lil Yachty might just like making music and not really appreciate the art form of it for like the past and how it got to this point. But some people take strong offense to this. Anderson.Paak tweeted, he said, "Don't be cocky in the fact that you don't know anything about hip-hop history. Real artists are students of the game first." Because Lil Yachty has been making comments that, he doesn't care about, the Pacs and the Bigs and the beginning of hip-hop. He can't name 5 rappers from that era, blah, blah, blah. Then he makes comments like, hip-hop's changed. People aren't spinning on cardboard anymore and calling everybody old that appreciates old hip-hop. I don't have a problem with that. The kid's entitled to do whatever he wants, okay? We can't make people be a certain way, okay? And the youth loves Lil Yachty. So obviously, if this really bothers you, you might be out of touch with where music's going because it's obviously going in a different direction and you can't control it. Well, Lil Yachty responded and said, "I think it's funny how people feel like you have to like something just because everybody else does. Or like I have to know something. Where in the handbook of hip-hop does it say you must know the list of songs to make music?" And he has a point there. The kid does have a point there, And, he has a dismissal attitude about serious rap. He calls it boring and, he minimalizes the importance of, hip-hop legends that a lot of us hold to a certain regard. He said he'd rather be rich than Nas in some comments on Twitter. And only days ago, he told Billboard magazine that he could name 5 songs from a Tupac. He couldn't name 5 songs off of a Tupac or a Biggie album. I mean, maybe he's just trolling us all. Like, this is because he knows it gets people talking. So maybe we should stop feeding into it as well. But I respect the new guys for what they deliver. But I also love my Nas and I love my Jay-Z songs, and I love my Kendrick Lamar and Drake and all that kind of stuff. You gotta appreciate what's out there. It's versatile, man. Hip-hop is versatile now. So you're going to have your young guys that just like making music and getting girls. And you got to accept it, man, and just move on. Because you're always going to have true lyricists in the game like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar that are going to give you what you want at the same time. So, I know a lot of people are mad, because I'm kind of playing the neutral point on this. But it's the truth, man. It's life. People can do what they want.